Hi people, Chelsea here. Today we are going to be doing a Pilates class based mainly around quads, glutes, hips, and of course our core, okay? All you'll need is your mats, a bottle of water so you can stay hydrated, and my favourite, the Pilates ball. Before we begin, just please remember, as always, for those of you that have joined me before, you know the drill, all right? So we tuck the tailbone under, and that means you just have a nice neutral spine, so there's no arching through the lower back, okay? It feels a little bit uncomfortable, but you get used to it, all right, for the newbies. And then core activation, we want 30%. So when I say core activation or bracing your core, I mean pulling your belly button towards your spine. So you're really drawing it in and you're lifting it up. So if you activate through your pelvic floor muscles as if you are holding a toilet, holding yourself from going wee, okay? So lift up and hold in. Well done. Okay, so if you need cushion, extra cushion, okay, under the knees, please double your mat over, all right? You're going to send your knees wide for this one and your big toes together. Reaching the arms up, really easy here again to stick the bottom out, so try to be mindful of that neutral spine. We're inhaling, gently squeeze the ball, so you're activating through the arms, and as you exhale, you're bringing the hips up, squeezing the bottom as you bring the ball towards you. And then inhale as you sit yourself back down, reaching the ball up, okay? So we're gonna go for 8 of those. All right, so let's move together. Spine neutral, core engaged. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, lift, squeeze, bring the ball down. Inhale, back to center. 7. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale as you release. Okay, now next one, I'm going to double the mat over again because I like to have cushion under the knees. All right, your knees and your feet are going to be hip distance apart. Both toes are tucked under, and you're holding the ball out in front of you, again squeezing into the ball so you're activating through the arms. Core stays engaged, and I want you to push your hips forward and squeeze into the bottom, all right? So I'm just going to show you this one first before we all move together. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, push forward, squeeze, and lean back, okay? Then inhale forward. So what I don't want you to do is sit the bottom back so you're not bending through the knees or the hips. All right, so the hips push forward, you squeeze the bum, and you lean back. So it's going to feel like a pull through the quad muscles, all right? All right, so 8 in total. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, push, squeeze, lean. Inhale back. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. Last one, okay? If you can, hold, squeeze the bottom, push the hips forward. We're here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, inhale, release. Whew. That one never gets easier. Okay, untuck the mat. Now, we're going to use the ball. Actually, before we do that, let's just get some warmth into the wrists. Okay, so come into your tabletop. Stacking the joints, spread your fingertips wide, spine neutral. Turn the fingertips out towards the side of the mat and start to rock from side to side. Turn your fingertips towards your body. Please move to wherever you can. Don't force anything. Hold if that's enough for you, or rock forwards and backwards. Turn your fingertips back towards the front, flip one hand over, palm facing upright, and then make a fist with your fingers, and release. 2 more. Flip, switch sides. Now, take a breather, alright, get some more movement into the wrists if you need to, just while I demonstrate this next one. So, the ball is going to come underneath your right wrist, okay? Now, we're moving into a bit of a Pilates press, okay? So, there are 2 variations. Either both of your wrists are underneath your shoulders, okay? Now, this one is harder on the best days, but with the ball, it's a lot harder, okay? To like bring yourself forward and keep the elbows tucked in. So I advise you to go wider than your mat here so the elbows can go wide, okay? If it's too much with the ball, you can do this without. The choice is yours, all right? So you're going to tuck your left toes under just to give you some extra support. Extend your right leg, okay? Navel pulled in, core active. We're going to exhale, kick, inhale, press, exhale, push up, inhale, lower. I'm just going to move a bit further forward so my toes don't hit the cabinet. Okay. Point the toes, exhale, kick, inhale, press, exhale, push up, inhale, lower. We've got 7. 6, 5, 4, keep that spine neutral, core engaged. Try not to arch through the lower back. 1. Good. Take a moment, reset, roll through the wrists if you need to. And then we're switching sides. Okay, so this time, tuck your toes under on your right foot. Extend the left leg. Okay, core engaged, spine neutral. Exhale, kick. Inhale, press. Exhale, push, inhale, lower, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Well done, release. Roll through the wrists. Okay, ouch. I don't know if you guys know this, but I broke both of my wrists at the same time falling off the monkey bars when I was younger, and they've just not quite healed right. So I still feel a little bit tender sometimes, especially when the weather gets cold. Little random fact for you. Okay, so we're actually going to move now onto our bellies. You're going to bring the ball underneath your bra line. Tops of the feet stay grounded. Roll over. Make sure you have enough space. Okay, so arms wide, hands in fists. Again, you're squeezing naturally into the bottom and you're keeping your core engaged. Try to avoid dropping the head, okay? So we inhale here, exhale, arms come together, lifting through the upper body slightly, avoid overextending the neck, and then inhale back. All right, we're going for 8 in total. Let's go. Exhale, rise. Inhale down, gaze stays grounded. Last one. Hold. 8, 7, 6, breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, release. Bring your hands to the side of your chest. Push yourself up and send yourself back to a child's pose. Please take a little breather. Stretch through the lower back. And for those of you that have joined me before, you already know that you can come to a tabletop. And then for those of you that haven't been here before, if this isn't enough of a stretch for you, move into your tabletop, work through some cat-cows, or roll through your hips to release any tension that you're feeling in your lower back. And then when you're ready, we're going to come onto our side. So we're going to start on our right hand side. So body in a straight line. Top leg longer than the bottom just by extending through the hip. Okay, so I'm unengaged currently. Pull in, lift up, extend top hip. The ball now can come in front of you, resting your hand on the ball, and you're internally rotating through that top leg. So feet stay flexed. On your exhale, you're going to push your hand into the ball as you lift the top leg, and then inhale as you release. Exhale, push and lift. Inhale, lower and release. Good. 3. Really drive with that top heel. 4. 5. 6. 7. Last one, hold. We're holding up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale as you release. Bend your knees. Send the ball behind the top knee. Now we're doing the same again with the lifting of the waist and sending that top hip to the back of the room. Okay, if you don't do that, you haven't got that lift and that pull. Okay, So draw that hip down. Toes pointed or flexed. On your inhale, you're going to bring that top knee in front of the bottom, and then as you exhale, open and tap behind you. So if your foot is flexed, you're tapping the heels. If your foot is pointed, you're tapping the toes, okay? You really want to try and get a full range of motion here through the hips, all right? So open as wide as you can. Let's go. We've got inhale as we bring the leg forward. Exhale, open and tap back. Good. 2. 3, don't lose the engagement through the core. All right, really brace it as we move. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. Okay, to finish this one now, you're going to bring that knee forward, lifting the toes up, and we're pulsing. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, open. Send the knee up and pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. Now if you feel a build up here, you're welcome to hit to release, okay? And just take a little breather while I demonstrate the next one. So you can do this with or without the ball. You're coming up high onto your elbow. The elbow is coming quite far in front of that shoulder, and your legs are coming out here at an angle, okay? If you're using the ball, then you're holding it in the hand, top hand, excuse me. Either inhale or exhale on your way up and down. I don't mind, just make sure you're moving on a breath, okay? I'm gonna inhale, prepare, exhale as I lift, switch, inhale, lower. If you find that too challenging, you can bend the knees, okay? Almost there, last 2. And release. Well done. Okay, rolling over. Just gonna have a sip of water before we do. So, body in a straight line, resting your head on your arm. Both legs extended, feet flexed. Top hand resting on the ball. Extend through the top hip. So top leg longer than the bottom, both feet flexed. Internally rotate through that top leg. Excuse me, so your toes are pointing down, heels are pointing up. We exhale as we push the hand into the ball and we lift the leg, and then inhale, release the pressure on the ball, lower the leg. Exhale, squeeze and lift. Inhale, release and lower. Last one, hold up. We're here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Bend your knees. The ball comes behind the top knee. Feet and knees are stacked to begin with. Extend through that top hip, okay? Now, on your inhale, you're lifting the leg, bringing the knee forward, toes are up, and then exhale, open, knee, open hip wide, knee goes up, tap the toes or the heel behind you, depending on whether you are pointing or flexing. So, inhale, bring forwards, and exhale back. So really try to remember to keep lifting through the waist and the ribs, keeping that core engaged. It's easy to forget about because you've got so many other things to consider, but it is a super important part of Pilates, keeping that activation throughout. It's actually just really important to keep the activation throughout life, but 40 minutes compared to forever, I think we can manage. Last two. Full range of motion with that hip if you can, so really open wide. Last one. Okay, now bring that knee forward, toes go up, and we move into a pulse. Don't lose the engagement. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, open, knee goes up as we pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. I felt that more this side than I did on the other. I don't know about you guys. But if you did feel the build up, then please hit to release that lactic acid. Have some water as well if you do feel the build up. And then we're going to move on to the third one of this series. So I'm going to double my mat over just to give me cushion. The elbow comes further out in front of the shoulder, okay? Leaning on the fleshy part of your bottom, legs come out at a slight angle. Make sure you're not collapsing through the shoulder. Reaching the arm up, ball in hand if you're using it. You can do it without if you want to. We're going to either inhale or exhale as you lift. I'm going to exhale and then I'm going to inhale on the way down. But do what you can in regards to your breath. I don't mind for this one, just make sure you breathe. Okay? Let's go. Remember, you have the option to bend the knees if this doesn't work for you. Last two. Well done. Release. Okay. Unfold your mat and come on to your back. Now you're bringing the ball, if you want to use it, in between your thighs. You can do this without the ball as well if you want to. It just means we've got more activation through the legs if we do use the ball. And we're just going to move for a standard bridge here, okay? So heels aligned, feet and knees hip distance, toes pointing forwards. The reason we don't want the toes turning out is because it can compress through the lower back. So toes forwards, arms by your sides, all right? You can push the weight through the hands as you lift yourself up. Remember to squeeze your thighs into the ball. We are inhaling to repair. exhale, scoop the pelvis and lift the hips, okay? You're coming up, feeling the vertebrae one by one. Hold. And then inhale, come down. Make sure you're still squeezing the bottom as you do. Try to get that lower back to touch the mat before your bottom. And then reset. Scoop, lift, squeeze. Inhale down, nice and slow. 3. So as you scoot the pelvis, you lift the upper back, the middle back, the lower back, the middle back and the upper back, and then on the way down, upper back, middle back and lower back, then your bottom. Feeling like a warmth or a heat through my lower body now. So I can feel it in my legs, my glutes, and my lower back. I'm gonna go for another 3, all right? Keep this control nice and slow. Really feel each vertebrae as you lift, hold at the top, and then inhale, come down, feeling the vertebrae one by one. So if you're starting to feel fatigued, just push through. We've got 2 left. It's kind of like it's a nice feeling, the fatigue, but I can feel that burn. Last one. Scoop, lift, squeeze, now hold. Remember to squeeze those thighs together. We're here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pulse up and down. 8, no jerking. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Keep squeezing your glutes. Now we're going to pulse the legs together. Again, no jerking, okay? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now squeeze those legs together. Squeeze the glutes. We're here for another 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You should be feeling that burn. Come down nice and slow. Once your bottom hits, remove the ball. Bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a hug. Rock from side to side if you need to release any tension that's built up in your lower back. Yeah, that was like a love-hate. It's crazy how you can feel so much from just such a small movement. That's what I love about Pilates. I've said it a few times, but it's definitely small and mighty. All right. So, arms by your sides, okay? Or you can have your hands on your hips here. And I would like you to either have both legs extended, which is slightly harder, or you're going to have one knee bent, okay? The reason we have the knee bent here is just to try to keep the hips level, okay? Now, I'm going to start with my left leg, because obviously that's the side that I'm facing. I don't mind what side you guys start with, because we have to do both anyway, okay? So I'm going to keep my hands on my hips. my right foot grounded, right knee pointing up to the ceiling, navel pulled in, pelvic floor lifted. Point or flex into your left toes, and I would like you to externally rotate the leg, okay? So now the toes kind of fall towards the ground, all right? Then as you inhale, you're lifting your leg up, keeping that external rotation, and then you're going to circle the leg back towards the ground, okay? Inhale, lift. Exhale, circle. So I don't mind how big you send this circle or how wide. The choice is yours, all right? But you really want to try to control that right hip so it stays nice and square. Don't worry if you hear clicks. It's quite normal. Okay. Now inhale as you lift the leg up. Take an exhale. Inhale, send the leg back down and circle around and up on your exhale. Last two. Keeping that external rotation. Well done. Bring your left foot down to the ground. The leg was extended, extend. Then your right leg reaches towards the ground. Point or flex into your toes, external rotation on that leg, toes fall out, okay? So, hands on hips. Inhale, lift. Exhale, circle, okay? The wider you go, the less control you have of the hips. Now take an exhale. Inhale, lower. Exhale, circle up and around. We have one more. And release, well done. Okay, excuse me. Fingertips to temples, feet hip distance apart. Okay, now we're just moving into a really simple crunch. Inhale with your head on the ground. Exhale, lift up. If it's more comfortable, you can have your hands on the legs, I don't mind. Exhale, crunch. And inhale, lower. Last one, hold up and pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale as you release. Now we're going to do the same again, but this time the ball is coming in between your shoulder blades. So you have flexion through the spine. Fingertips to temples, or if you want, rest your head in your hands, or same again with the hands on the legs. If you are resting your head in your hands, try to avoid pushing the chin forward, okay? So, we're going to inhale, drop back, exhale, crunch. Slightly more of an intense feeling through the abs with this one. Halfway. Last one. Hold up and pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, drop back, stretch it out. Now, the ball is going to stay in between the shoulder blades. We'll start with the left side again because that's where I'm facing. Fingertips to temples. Okay, spine is, pelvis is scooped, right foot grounded, knee bent. Okay, so we inhale here, try not to drop back. Exhale as you bring your left knee towards your right elbow, so you're moving into a twist, and then inhale as you extend the leg and bring yourself back to center. So there's constant flexion through the spine. Don't drop back. Okay, so we're going to go for 8. Let's go. Exhale, twist, inhale back. Last one. Hold in for pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale as you release. Drop back if you want to take a little stretch. That feels good. And then we're switching sides. So left foot grounded, right leg extended, point or flex into your feet. Flexion through the spine, fingertips to temples. Pelvis scoops. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, twist. Inhale back. No rush. Last one, and pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Remove your ball, send your arms overhead, extend your legs out in front of you, take a nice big stretch. From there, you're going to actually roll over onto your stomach. Bring your left hand underneath your forehead. Slowly bend into your right knee. Make sure your core is engaged. And then you're going to take hold of the foot and bring the heel in towards the bottom. Now, really draw that belly button in and try to square off the hips towards the ground. So you should feel a really deep stretch here through the hip flexor and your quad muscle. We're going to slowly release and switch sides. So right hand comes underneath the forehead, core engaged. Then gently into the left knee, take hold of the left foot, draw the heel towards the bottom, square off the hips, navel pulled in and up. Slowly release. Bring your hands by the side of your chest, tuck the elbows in towards the body, Either inhale for a cobra or slide yourself forward and lift yourself up into an upward dog. Make sure the shoulders are back. And if you want to, you can look over one shoulder and the other, and then push yourself back to a child's pose. Thread your right arm through the left, up high on your left fingertips here. Just stretch through the shoulder. And back to center, then switch sides. Left arm through the right. Back to center. Walk your hands over towards the right hand side. If you want to, bring your left hand on top of the right for a deeper stretch through the left side body. A really nice pull from the rib cage. And switch sides. And release into center. Roll your shoulders over your wrists, tuck your toes, send your hips up to the ceiling for a downward dog. Option if you want to, just pedal through the feet. Stretching through the back body. And then we're going to walk our feet in between our hands, coming to a forward fold, and just allow yourself to hang nice and heavy in a ragdoll. Draw your belly button to spine, pull your belly button in, and then slowly unravel. As you arrive, inhale, reaching the arms up. We're going to exhale for a twist, so whichever side you're facing, one arm in front, one arm behind. Inhale, center, exhale, other side. And inhale back, exhale, release your arms by your sides, feet hip distance, toes forwards. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, bend your knees, sweep the arms. Inhale, lift. Last one. And well done, everyone. Thank you so much again for showing up. And please tag myself, Chelsea Elisa Yoga, or on Instagram if you do decide to post. And see you soon. Bye.